Hello ladies and gentlemen, and it's a Monday, and that means it's a video from me. This is going to be a video which I'm going to ramble on a bit, and it's something I want to get out of the way because I'm going to take the glasses off to avoid the glare, but I want to talk about it because it's something that has had a big impact on me and my life, and that is, and I know quite a few of you are going to go, oh my god, why is he talking about this, but it's sport, and I know, I'm sorry, I hold my hands up and say it's not probably the best subject for a YouTube video, but I'm going to stick with it. Sport and me have had a love-hate relationship throughout my life quite a lot. At the moment it's rising back up to I'm kind of appreciating it, and that'll probably rise a bit before steadying out and the inevitable plummet. But I loved sport as a kid. At primary school I was a sporty kid, and it helps the fact that I was quite tall, and I played football, and that has been my love affair for pretty much all my life. I hate this auto zoom, but I can't be bothered to fix it. But sport has been a love affair of mine as a kid, and it stayed that way through primary school. For those of you who aren't aware of the British school system, primary school is about 5 to 11, secondary school is about 11 to 16, college 16 to 18, university 18 to 21. But that's a topic for another time. Sport. Yeah, as a kid I played football. I played goalie for my primary school team. We were a tiny little village team. We played against other schools in the surrounding area, and it was great. I was quite tall, only conceded one goal the entire season. That's not because I was good, it's because everyone else was, and thus I didn't have to do anything. The only time that I conceded a goal was I looked up, got blinded by the sun, and the ball went over my head. Kind of embarrassing, but anyway. So then I went to secondary school, and my school was a rugby school, and I had never played rugby before, and I just didn't enjoy it that much, really. I was quick and played on the wing, which meant I got battered by all the big guys, and I didn't enjoy it. Then I met my nemesis, possibly the most hated thing I've ever done sport related, and that I'm sure many of you who have been to school in England will remember with horror, is cross-country running. I hated that. There is nothing worse than a cold day wearing just shorts and a short sleeve t-shirt, having to run for 45 minutes around a track which, in our school, our track was on like 3 layers. There were hills, and tell you what, the 4th time around those hills are looking very difficult. Luckily though, there was a dip where none of the teachers could see you and you could just walk it, which is what I tended to do. Anyway, I got a bit bored of the rugby and the cross-country running, so aged about 15, I joined a youth football team, and that was possibly the best thing I did for sport related during my childhood. Only played 2 seasons, left age 16, should have stayed on. So one of the things I regret doing is not staying on for that 3rd season, but I'd gone to college and I thought, no, I'm going to have to work. But yeah, so I joined a football team. I played 2 seasons. First season I was a substitute. I spent quite a lot of the time on the bench. Second season I started, and I loved it. And then I went to college, tried out for the college football team. Didn't go for my position I've been playing for the last 2 years, which was a striker. I decided to go in goal. First training session, tore the ligaments in my hand. That wasn't fun at all, and it stopped me from playing sport for about a year, mainly for the fact that every time I did that my hand hurt. That, by the way. Yeah, and so I stopped, and that began my, I don't know how to call it, apathy would be a good word, my apathy towards sport. By the time I'd finished college I'd put on a load of weight, and I was just in no fit shape to do any sport. Then I stayed that weight for about 2 years, and then I thought, no. Finally my parents' pressure to lose weight had got to a point, and I went, I'm going to lose this. So I went to cardiovascular kickboxing. Now to those of you going, you don't know kickboxer, I'm not. I'm an orange belt, qualified, makes me sound good. I'm terrible. But I got my orange belt, this is about the 3rd belt you get, and yeah, I enjoyed it for the 2 years I did it. Then they started to push me towards fighting in competitions, and I'm a bit of a pacifist, I didn't want to do it, so I stopped and just went back to cardio. I did that for about 3 years. I lost 3 stone doing it. Yay. Now I've gone back to football. I've joined a Sunday League side, and I'm starting training, and I played my first match last week, and it just made me realise just how unfit I was, and it was horrible. I was knackered. I pulled a muscle half an hour in and I had to come off. I also broke a rather expensive pair of sports glasses, which is the reason for the small scar you'll see here. And if you perv that closely, I've got a big bruise on my nose. And yeah, it's something I've got to get used to. I may have to get contacts or I may have to play blind. Well, not necessarily blind, but blinder than I would be normally. Yeah, I don't know what I want to say about sport. It's one of these things where quite a lot of people hate it, quite a lot of people love it, and there tends to not kind of be a divide. If I've got any advice, and I'm terrible at it, but I will give you some anyway, is find something. Even if it's just for an hour a day, go for a swim or a walk or a jog and do something. You'll be amazed at how maybe even just starting at a walk will turn into something that, and you might find something that you love and that you never thought you'd enjoy. So give sport a chance. Sounds like a charity appeal. Give sport a chance. Don't reach for the bag of chips, or you'll end up 16 stone and deeply unhappy with yourself. Trust me, I know. No, so thank you for listening. This has been a bit longer than I thought, but it seems the best way to get my point across, and hopefully next week's will be a bit shorter, but I ramble, who knows. Thanks for listening. If you want to comment on something, tell me about something sport you've done or that you want to do, or what would you have loved to have done? What, as a child, you think, I'd wish I'd done that? Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Next week will hopefully be a bit more interesting, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.